Hey everybody! You know my original meatloaf recipe was a really big success. It's like my #1 video. So I'm going to do something different this time. I'm going to do a turkey meatloaf. A lot of people don't like turkey meatloafs because they're flavorless and dry. I think we know by now Jimmy Dick ain't about that. So, we're going to make a moist, flavorful, good turkey meatloaf. Let me show you how. It's super easy. Freaking easy. So you can see here we have reduced fat ground pork. Reduced fat, why? Because this is a healthier meatloaf. And I'm here to tell you, you need a little bit of ground pork with your turkey to make it taste good. Then we have lean ground turkey. We'll take that off. Put that in. Booyah. So, how do you get people that hate ground turkey and say it's not meatloaf if it's ground turkey fooled? Worcestershire. When you add this to turkey, not only does it give it good flavor, but gives it a beefy taste. So we're going to do a tablespoon. That's it. Next, rubbed sage. I can't even tell you how good this is in any meatloaf. And we're not going to deviate too far from a regular meatloaf, because in a regular meatloaf I would do everything with the exception of the Worcestershire. There's the sage. And then here, this is herb seasoned cubed stuffing that I got soaking in milk just to get soft. Some people put just white bread in there, and that's fine, but I ain't a white bread kind of guy. If I'm going to put white bread in there, it needs to be covered in herbs, right? Flavor. We're going to do a little bit of coarsely ground black pepper. Why coarsely? Because it stays, holds its shape, and has bolder flavor. And just a wee bit of salt. Very wee. It's probably 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay, I also drained off most of the milk. Just gave it a little squeeze and drain, because you don't want it to be all soupy. 1/4 cup of regular old oatmeal. Not only is it healthy and good for you, it also helps with the binding of it all. We're also going to pop in 2 eggs. Is a 1/3 cup of onions that I diced, a 1/3 cup of peppers. Whenever I have peppers, I slice them into strips and freeze them so I can use them for anything. And that's what I did. Hence, the multicolors. We eat with our eyes anyway, right? So I just simmered them. I softened them in a little bit of olive oil and then let them cool. And I think we're going in. Let's do it. Still feels a little wet and loose. That's alright. Do you know why? I'm going to use my fancy dancy, as seen on TV, meatloaf pan. So we're going to shape it. So let's just put it in here. Doesn't have to be, you know, a perfect consistency. Because the reason you don't have to worry about is it too wet is because as it bakes, it'll take the shape of the pan. And it'll be awesome. I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. Time for our meatloaf sauce. This is the best thing on the planet. So, a small can of tomato sauce. It is 8 ounces. And the same amount of ketchup. So, use the same can. Bam. Does it get any easier than that? No. Plus, because it's coated with the sauce, none of it's stuck. You'd be digging into a dang measuring cup for an hour trying to clean that out. Now, because it's healthy, turkey, but the sauce has to have a certain amount of sweetness to it. So, instead of regular brown sugar, Splenda brown sugar. And not only do you use a lot less of it, this only requires 2 tablespoons. And that equals a 1/4 cup. Booyah. How about them apples? Let's mix all this together until it's the new darker color. And you got yourself the best sauce for meatloaf ever on the planet. Bam! Booyah! Check that. We're gonna lift it right on out. And check it out. I was gonna drain off all the fat. There's hardly any. We're gonna put it right back in. And top it with our sauce for the next round of baking. Put it on nice and thick. Back in the oven it goes for 30 minutes. Ah, scram! Check it out. Fresh out of the oven. I let it cool for about 15 minutes. So I'm going to slice it up and put it on plate. It smells delicious. And there it is. That extra sauce I drizzled over the top. So good. Mashed potatoes, cream corn, meatloaf. What a dinner. I hope you give it a try. Turkey meatloaf. Healthy but full of flavor. See you next time. Hey, if you like this video, also, can you scroll down and give me a little thumbs up action? I sure appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.